The Grand Navy are a bunch of douchebags who think the entire war seas is theirs. With one of the biggest ever naval forces and prevalent across almost every sea, these hall monitors are the reason why people choose not to play Bounty. Cause if you open enough of those private jets, they're coming after you, alright? Players are able to join the Grand Navy by talking to a receptionist at one of their bases of operations, such as Silverhold. But although they have as many boats and crews able to span an entire football stadium, they still have standards and will not hire you if you're under level 50. Cause you suck. Once a flourishing kingdom, but that fateful day 20 years ago, the Admiral King's parents was brutally robbed and murdered at an alleyway. And so he enforced strict laws, transforming every jack-off citizen that was not Navy into the Navy. It's what we're going to do. We're going to be fully militarized. Oh no, I hate the pirates.
But Admiral King, how are we able to create treaties with a bunch of kingdoms?
Call up the developer, he knows how to fix this. But you can fight the power. You can tell the Admiral King he can shove his laws up his own ass. Influence is a service-specific meter that represents the power that the Grand Navy holds across that sea. Unfortunately, unless you're a member of the Navy, you can't see that percentage, which is going to make it hard if you're trying to get the bronze abolitionist match. You can increase influence by claiming islands, arresting players, and defeating negative NPCs, as well as sinking pirate ship. That also increases influence. However, the very opposite of that is going to, take away influence. This influence also affects how fast and how often gravy ships will go after notorious players. When the influence goes below 20, Grand Navy players can no longer spawn at their base. Silverhold. This will allow players to capture Silverhold for their very own clan, which will grant them a badge and a title. The Grand Navy was added as part of the worst fucking update ever, which gives players a reason to attack other players. Oh my god, I don't like hurting other players. I'm the Jimmy. Joining the Grand Navy allows you to gain fame extremely quickly through a function which allows you to automatically arrest any person with a bounty. Not only do you arrest them, you also put them in fucking prison. If your bounty exceeds 50,000, you're going to get executed. Additionally, the Grand Navy has an extremely botched level of judgment, where if an entire civilization gets torched down by Vikings in the name of war, they say,
oh, well, but it's a treaty. I don't care about human rights being violated. Well, I'm the Grand Navy.
But a player commits an act of piracy. Oh, it's on! Grand Navy players who join are expected to play the gravy game, where the more fame you get, the more influence you get. However, the problem about fame is the more fame you have, the more likely there are that people are going to attack you. And because you're going to be putting a bunch of bounty players in prison, these bounty players are going to really hate you. It's a reason why I said that Grand Navy is basically the hall monitors of Arcane Odyssey, because they are. They're a bunch of spoiled soy-ass ginger kids who say,
"Oh, halt! Stop there! You have 2,000 bounty! I must put you in prison!"
Which makes them commonly get ripped on by anybody with a brain. And the further you go through the Grand Navy ranks, the more likely enemy players are to attack you. Players who just join become Marines, the first ever class, which at 75,000 fame can be promoted to a vice captain. Now you're a little bit more blue. But if you do not like the rank of vice, we also have captain at 300,000 fame, only getting stopped by the lieutenant at 600,000 fame. That's a lot of fame. The major is pretty much the final rank you're going to get in the regular Arcane Odyssey Grand Navy gameplay. If you want to go any further than major, you're going to have to participate in the gravy game. If you become top 100 on the Grand Navy leaderboard, the highest amount of fame, you're one of the 100 highest fame players, you get the title of Commander. These ranks are only exclusive to the most neckbearded of neckbeards, the individuals with the most free time ever. I forgot to mention this, but in the Grand Navy, your title replaces your first name. So, for example, if your name was John Douchebag and you became promoted to Major, you're a Major Douchebag. Commodore Kai is a mini-boss that is stationed at Silverhold. Was that what the island is called again? Oh, but if you like his drip, you can become one too with the Commodore rank. If you are place top 50 in the Grand Navy leaderboard. I mean, there aren't that many Arcane Odyssey players. I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy if you don't have a moral compass. I mean, bounty is bounty. Enter the Admiral ranks of Rear Admiral, where you are the top 28 on the Grand Navy leaderboard. On the top 4 of the Grand Navy leaderboard, we have the Admiral. The Admiral has some of the snazziest armor ever. It's going to blind you. And these ranks come with their benefits. Lower rank Grand Navy NPCs now salute you when you walk by them. Also, your personal funds gets like increased, but it's only up to 32,000 Grimbly, so it's not that big. Additionally, also, if you're an Admiral, one vanity headpiece may be worn. If you really hate customizing your character and you're just really uncreative when it comes to fashion, but you really enjoy killing other people and stealing their bounty, the Grand Navy is the game for you. Not only do you get yourself a cute little sailor costume, you also get yourself a cute little sailor boat with cute little sailor crew. Oh, but these crews are just a skin. They don't have like any crew stats. The deaths of members with the rank of commander or above are published in the Agora as heroic sacrifice of Commander Ass. Like Atlantean mermaids, the further you go away from your home, Grand Navy NPCs levels increases depending on their rank. If a Grand Navy player were to suck good enough, they will be auto-kicked from it. But this only happens if you were to break a law with low fame. Letting low fame Marines unclench their buttholes with this knowledge. It's a stress-based thing. There is only one Grand Navy location in Arcane Odyssey, and that's Silverhold, located in the Bronze Sea, being overlooked by the one and only Commodore Kai. Commodore Kai has a 1 in 5 chance to drop his saber. Oh, but thanks to increased level caps, players are able to defeat him much easier. Commodore Kai is currently at his most easiest point of being able to be killed. He can only katana slash you. His blasts are powerful enough to be able to deal 300 damage each. Unfortunately, that damage is way too much, so players just defeat him by sticking pipe bombs in his mailbox.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Edward Kenton, a special NPC you can put on your little boat. Once served in the Grand Navy and was a captain. Unfortunately, he was kind of too smart to figure out exactly how the Grand Navy system worked. And he thought, job evil. Fishing, not evil. And now he has a head on a stick. Or a bounty on his stick. I mean, he has a head on his bounty. I mean, of all the neckbeards and people with a lot of free time that joined the Grand Navy, there was only one neckbeard that was the neckbeardiest of them all. Anna the Sailor was one of the most prominent upcoming Arcane Odyssey YouTubers. Her ways of breaking the game to her will, and her acknowledging all of that is PvP, allowed her to climb the ranks of Grand Navy, even being able to take part in one of the most popular clans in all of Arcane Odyssey, the Church of Iris. Oh, but a neckbeard faction member also gotta team up with other neckbeards, huh? So this little neckbeard went and joined the Grand Navy Discord, which I did not know existed, but I tried to join it. I couldn't search it up. I think it's a search link or something. Up and whoop-de-doo, she stumbled across, allegedly, another neckbeard. Can you believe it? And that neckbearded the neckbeard, which caused a neckbeard explosion, which is in common terms known as grooming. Unfortunately, our hero did not read the terms and conditions, was the fact that don't go harassing other players sexually, because these players are a bunch of minors. Because everybody knows Arcane Odyssey is a game of 2 audiences. Because who the hell else would spend all this free time on a video game? And she got banned. This made Anna the Sailor very sad, since Anna the Sailor had nothing to live for except for the Grand Navy. I mean, I understand. I also live for one thing. Ice cream. If ice cream got taken away, I would be sad too. But Anna the Sailor got very sad. She's got one of the saddest people of all. So instead of saying, I'm sorry, I did not mean to flirt with all those people, I did not know they were underage, and got a bit uncomfortable with my joking. But no, Anna the Sailor, she thought instead, you know what? Maybe it's their fault. So I'm going to guilt trip them all by telling them I'm going to kill myself. And then Anna the Sailor made a community post actually apologizing for everything and disappeared at the end. So I guess the Grand Navy does not just hate pirates, they also hate groomers. Like, can't say that the sailor was a groomer. She was also kind of groomed herself by another person, but bounties, rules are rules. But always remember, join a neckbeard faction, expect neckbeard members, because the only people who join the Grand Navy are a bunch of lowlifes. The end.